Hello, this is Dr. Sivakant Pathak once more here in front of you to see a new topic today under the Newton's laws of motion. Part 4, Newton's laws of motion, part 4. In this part we will see Newton's third law of motion. First of all, we are going to see the statement of third law, that is, to every action there are equal and opposite reaction. See very carefully the third law in the case, that is, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Second point, these action and reaction forces acts on two separate bodies simultaneously. See the statement first of all to know the clear concept of Newton's third law of motion. The statement speaks here, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, the well-known statement, and these action and reaction forces acting on two separate bodies simultaneously. See it is. This statement has a great importance, and this is required to understand. To understand this fundamental, let us consider something here in the case. We are going to see the explanation of Newton's third law of motion here. Newton's first law gives quality of force. Second law gives quantity of force. First law gives the quality of force. Second law gives quantity, how much, by formula F is equal to ma, or rate of change of momentum, dp by dt. Here in the case, whereas third law for what? See carefully and think what is for the third law. Third law gives the origin of external force. See, first law gives the quality of force, in which with force we have see the concept of inertia there. In second law we have derived force is equal to mass into acceleration, or equal to force is the rate of change of momentum, their application, and different parameters and reasoning questions. In 3 lectures. In the 4th lecture, we are going to see in third law in which we will see origin of external force, how its origin, what is the origin. Let us see the origin. Before this, we want to see certain examples. These examples will help me a lot to understand. Suppose we have any book or copy or any piece of paper like this here, and when we apply external force to spiral it, making in form of cylinder here in the case, see this is made. So the external force is needed to spiral it, right? So we apply a force. When we leave it, it came back in its own positions. It means opposite force acts on it. Opposite force acts on it. So one force we are applying, another force act on it, in which case spiral the paper. How many forces you see? Two forces. One you apply, another which acts on it to bring in its natural position, opposing force. So two force acts. I want to take one more example. Stone attracted by earth. Stone piece attracted by earth due to gravity. Everybody of us know. But see here, stone is attracted by earth. Attracted by earth, this is called gravitational force, through which not only earth attracts the stone by gravitational force, but stone also attract earth with same force. See very carefully. It is only in your knowledge that when we drop a piece of stone, it's moved down to the gravitational attraction force. So earth attracts a body. But one more concept is this. Body also attracts the earth with same force. Two forces here. We are talking about two forces. One, the force, gravitational force through which earth attracts the body. Second force, the stone attracts the earth with same force, same gravitational force. So here also two force act. Keep in mind one of the fact here. What is this fact? Force never acts singly in nature. Nowhere you will see that a single force is acting in the nature. It always acts in pair. See very carefully. Always wherever you will apply a force, another force will automatically appear to pair it. No single forces act in the exist, you can say. You can use one more word here, exists singly in nature. It always exists in pair. Never in that. Remember, this is it always acts in a pair. We are going to take by this example which comes to every action there is an equal and opposite forces. See the explanation of first part of statement. Let here is a platform. This platform is denoted by A. A body B is kept on the platform. Of mass, let M, mass body is kept on the platform. So, weight of body capital V is equal to mg acts downwards. mg acts downward. Now, weight always act in a pair. Reaction force second, this is the first force. Second force is reaction force. Acts on book. Acts on book of equal magnitude. Let it is represented by a equal magnitude. Equal magnitude means same as the action force, same as weight in this case, and opposite in direction. See very carefully the concept of pair of forces. One is force is called action, another is called reaction. Both are in equal magnitude and opposite in the direction. Let this is first force. Force act on body B A due to the B, that is the weight. Now this is acts on body AB. This is equal and opposite in nature. We can write F AB is equal to minus F BA. Force on A due to the B, force on B due to the A. Action, reaction, action, forces. Here in the case, see very carefully. Where FAB is weight of body, force on A due to B, and reaction force is FBA. This is force on B surface due to A. So carefully, this is weight and these two forces act simultaneously and to separate body. Action act on surface and reaction act on body. See very carefully. Action acts on surface A, whereas reaction acts on body. So this is the second statement is much more. Action and reaction forces acts on two separate bodies simultaneously. This is the meaning of second part here for the explanation of Newton's third law of motion. Now we are going to see the proof of third law. In proof of third law, let us consider some example here. Here is a plane. See very carefully this explanation here. Two ball A and B is moving with velocity v1 and v2 in same direction and collides. Before collision, let their momentum is p1 and p2. After collision, there will be surely change in momentum. Surely there will be change in momentum. Let delta P1 is change in momentum in A, and delta P2 is change in momentum in B. So according to law of conservation of momentum, for isolated system, net change in momentum is zero. See carefully. The law of conservation of momentum speaks that the net change in P is zero. What is the mathematical mean of this? The change in momentum is delta P1 in A and delta P2 in 2. The net change is zero by this. This is the law of conservation of momentum speaks. By this we can write delta P1 is equal to minus delta P2. Now divide by delta T both side, so it's become delta P1 by delta T1 is equal to minus delta P2 is equal to delta T. Time is the same here in this case. T1, T2 we may write T1 is equal to T2. So now taking limit both side. So limit delta T tends to 0, delta P1 by delta T is equal to minus limit delta T tends to 0, delta P2 by delta T. This we can write dP1 by dt is equal to minus dP2 by dt. It is rate of change of momentum. F1 is equal to minus F2. Remember this. This is a Newton third law of motion. That is third law of motion. This is the mathematical proof of Newton third law of motion, in which two bodies we have considered moving in a straight line motion. A straight line motion in one dimension. Colloids, there before collision momentum is P1 and P2. After that is momentum change by delta P1 and delta P2. So change in momentum according to the law of conservation of momentum is 0. Written here 0. Solve and obtain the force is actually 0, and that is the Newton's third law of motion. So we must see that wherever you will see the third law of motion, the law of conservation momentum will be also in the consideration. See some important points which we learned in the Newton third law of motion. That is the first, force always exists in pair. One thing. Second, equal and opposite. Third, acting two separate bodies. Stone attract earth, earth attract stone. Sun attract earth, earth attract sun. We have given the example as spiraling, by spiraling the papers, etc. This concept acts in every type of force. Every type of force, either gravitational, magnetic, electrical, all type of force, this pair concept act. Wherever this force concept, there is a concept of momentum. So we cannot isolate the concept of momentum. Thereafter, we are going to see some more applications of Newton's third law of motion under the topic application of Newton's third law of motion. See application of Newton's third law of motion. Here in this, the book kept on the table, this book. See the example here live in front of you. This is a book kept here on it. Its weight acting on the surface of this table. Simultaneously, same amount of opposite forces experienced by this book due to the surface of the table. One thing, this example we have seen. Now another example we are going to take up walking. Walking is one of the very important example of Newton's third law of motion. When we walk, we press earth surface. We never move forward. We press earth surface. See the first thing. This is called action. And as a result, see what is the reaction here. Reaction is given by earth to leg of same amount and in opposite direction. So we press the earth surface, hard earth surface, due to by applying external force, and the earth gives reaction force in equal amount in object in opposite direction, which pushes us to move forward. So here is the pair of force. What is concept? Pair of force. No single force. No single force concept. This is totally incorrect. Always pair of force. We are going to take one more example here in this case. That is swimming. We are knowing that it is very good exercise for health. But we must know it depends on third law, Newton's third law. When we swim, we push water backward. You have experienced that when we swim, we do this in this way. By this way, we push water back. This external force we are applying on water. This is called action force. Action force or external force. External force. And as a result, water apply reaction on swimmer and same amount and opposite direction. As a result, swimmer moves forward. See carefully. Newton's third law. One more example we are going to take. See carefully the third example which we are going to see. Firing of gun. See how firing a gun is example of third law. See carefully. When we fire, bullet moves forward. When we fire, we have trigger. We triggers for fire. So apply a force. This is the external force or action. See, this is the action. Now see for the reaction. Bullet apply equal force, third law speaks, on gun. Two separate body simultaneously. We apply trigger when bullet moves forward. We apply the force, external force on bullet to move forward. And bullets apply reaction force on gun. So gun apply force on bullet. Bullet apply force on gun. So pair of force. Equal and opposite. There are plenty of examples available to understand, to see the application of Newton's third law of motion. I hope that you come with me and understand clearly. If you have problem, you rewind and listen the explanation very carefully. You can understand the fact. Okay, this is for today. Thank you and have a nice day too.